So I want to start by showing you guys some skins from last week. I had some extra paint, so I wanted to do some extra skins because they're really easy. This is from the black and white one. Now it's a thing, I just hoard these in a drawer until I'm ready for them. Joys of being a craft and art hoarder. I'm calling these spooky sauce because they kind of looked like ghosts last week. Now, so this week we're gonna try a stoplight. So it's red, yellow, green. The base is black. So let's see how it's done. Something to note is the amount of paint you'll need. We're doing a 5x7. It only needs 1 ounce. I usually kind of double it just in case for edges, but just so you know, you can look up a chart for this and see the size of your canvas and the amount of paint you actually need. Here it says you can add a little bit extra for the edges if you want to coat the edges. So we have here our colors, and we're just going to do about 2 shot cups worth. So these are about 2 each. So we're just going to use about half tops. And you can see here we've already coated the bottom of the canvas, so the colors will slide around a little easy. I'm just going to show you how to nicely layer it. So you want to go down the side of the cup. We're going to alternate. And I think I just want to add on a little extra of each one. You can certainly do this in any order you feel. And I know that's more than enough paint, so we're going to go with it. It's always a good idea to wear clothes you don't mind getting paint on or wearing an apron. I'm not going to wear gloves today to show you how much paint gets on your hands, so it could be kind of fun. I'm just going to do a regular flip cup. I think I'm just going to let it flow around the excess on the edge. So you'll see there will be a lot extra. We're just going to put it around the edge there, and then I will transfer it to a different tray. just going to tilt it to each corner. Until we're happy with it. And we're just going to shift back to the middle. See all the cells that I've already formed. And I'm just going to put that on a different tray. Get all the extra paint off you can. This one's a little crazy because you used a little extra paint. And you just want to let it sit for a little bit and then take a peek at it, decide if you want to do anything else to it. Ta-da! See how this extra is gonna make a really cool skin. Just gonna float around a little bit. Just gonna make sure it's not too thin. Those won't peel off nicely. And I'm gonna call it good there. Let this sit for a while. A few days up to a week. Something one of my art teachers once taught me was if you're too close to a project, you might be looking at it differently. So it's a good idea with these to take a step back and look at them from afar and then decide what you want to do with it. So you can see by standing back, we can notice more of the yellows. There's a little bit of green at the bottom and then some reds. This area over here is really cool. It's kind of got like a flare effect going on. And throughout here, it's got like some little pods, which are fun. I'm just going to look for some air bubbles and pull them out. I don't think I want to do any straw work on this one. All right, and then we're just going to wait a couple days and come back and take a peek at it. Okay, it's been a couple days. We're going to go peek at our new painting, see how it looks. This one is different. I know for sure that when I was mixing in the hair serum, I didn't stir it as much, so I wanted to see if it would get bigger cells, and it definitely worked. There's some really cool smaller ones on the edge though. The colors, I wasn't sure. My green was kind of a funky consistency. It was at the end of the bottle. So I think that's why it got a little muddy colored in here. But otherwise, I think it looks pretty cool. I like how some of the red is just on one corner, mostly. Yellow is pretty common throughout, and then the green was pretty sparse. I noticed when I was pouring it, most of the green went off right away. Let's see how her skin's coming along. It's still a little wet. If you can see it. That'll probably take a good week, I'm guessing. I found a list of why you might get muddy pores, and I'll go into this more later with a color wheel. Basically, there's 3. The first one is density. So think about how thick each kind of paint is. Keep in mind with sinking colors that they will mix, especially with like a white. If you pour some white in some other colors, it will sink to the bottom and kind of gradually go down. And then it might have a really cool mixing effect, and it might also be kind of funky. So just keep this in mind for color choice and combining different colors, which goes in the second one, which is color choice. So picking certain ones on the color wheel side by side. And I think I'll go into that in a later video, just because it's a huge topic. Usually primaries are safe, and then you can do secondaries. But I need to do some more research on my end too, just to see which colors work better together. I know in this instance with the green and yellow, they kind of mixed a little funky. And with the red and green mixed a little bit and got some browns in there, which I'm okay with, but I know not everyone's into that. You know, it just kind of depends on your personal choice and your preference. And the third one is consistency of paint or fluidity. So you can think about how different consistencies of paints are when you compare them side by side. If you notice that one is thinner versus thicker, it might change the effect of your pour. And I know I'm going to do a little bit more research on that too. And with my paints, I noticed that some are older, some are newer. You know, my green was a little funky. It was mostly water at the end, so I made sure to mix it really good, but still, it's like you never know until you try it. So and that was a really cool experiment and fun to see how these 3 colors would react to each other. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be listing this on my website to purchase if you would like it. I can't think of anything to repurpose it right now, so I'm going to list it and someone else can hopefully have it in their home. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Otherwise, next week we will be doing a palette knife experiment. I purchased a palette knife and haven't gotten around to using it yet. So we're going to play around with it and see how that goes. I will see you then. Bye.